Tributes are pouring in tonight following the death of daytime talk show host Phil Donahue, who was a pioneer in the industry by making his audience part of the show. Audiences were drawn to Phil Donahue's folksy style. Riveted by his interviews with the famous,
I never thought about it that way,
and the infamous.
Your ne'er-do-wells.
Crowned the king of daytime talk, Donahue was the first to make audiences part of the show.
Are you married?
Well,
I got a girl for you.
No.
Allowing them to ask questions. The Phil Donahue Show made its debut in 1967 in Dayton, Ohio, the start of a 29-year run tackling a range of topics. His show's pioneering format paved the way for scores of daytime hosts, including Oprah Winfrey, who posted today on social media, "There wouldn't have been an Oprah show without Phil Donahue." In May, Donahue received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His wife of 44 years, actress Marlo Thomas, shared this heartfelt message, writing, "As a man who spent his career loving his audiences, Phil got such a kick out of our cozy little community here." Phil Donahue was 88 years old.
Remembering Phil Donahue, the pioneering talk show host who changed the landscape of TV. And as the DNC gets underway here in Chicago, there's much more to tell you about tonight, including the man who changed TV forever. We'll remember Phil Donahue next. Show host Phil Donahue has died after what his family says was a long illness. He was 88. Ann Thompson now with a look back at his groundbreaking TV career.
Is the caller there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Before there was The View or Oprah, there was Donahue.
Where are our values here?
For almost 30 years, Phil Donahue led a lively, informative daytime talk show. Long a feminist rather than recipes and gossip, he elevated the genre to issues.
We grew up with the gay rights movement. We grew up with the anti-war movement.
No subject was off limits.
Do you feel that discussions of sex might be useful and positive and help promote a healthy society?
Or at the end, too salacious.
Well, it's more competitive.
As the syndicated show moved from Dayton, Ohio to Chicago to New York, Donahue was the first to let his audience ask questions.
Our radical idea was called democracy.
Yet it was his incisive probing and energy that made him the king of daytime talk, earning 20 Emmy Awards and a Peabody. Tonight, Winfrey posting there would not have been an Oprah show without him. Donahue moved to cable but never duplicated his success. President Biden, who awarded Donahue the Medal of Freedom,
from Irish Catholic roots in Cleveland, Phil Donahue rose to transform television.
Today called him an icon. A father of 5, Donahue married twice, including 44 years to actress Marlo Thomas.
The most important moment is that first moment. I mean, it certainly was with me when I walked in the green room on the day that she was a guest.
A television pioneer who got America talking. Ann Thompson, NBC News.
And tonight here, we remember Phil Donahue, his compassion, his energy up and down the aisles of his talk show, the host who turned the microphone over to his audience.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from Chicago.
And good evening tonight from Chicago. We are coming to you from the Democratic National Convention. Finally tonight here, remembering Phil Donahue. There seemed to be no topic off limits for Phil Donahue.
What should we do is the question.
For 29 years, his daytime talk show revolutionized the conversations Americans were having on TV.
Lower the voltage down to 500 volts.
The death penalty, the AIDS epidemic, women's rights, Chernobyl.
That is the unit that blew last April.
The provocative guests and questions.
What's going to happen? You're finessing me here.
The celebrities.
How would you imitate John Wayne? Just one line. Just one line.
Well, all right, Pilgrim.
You're not upset if somebody comes up to you on the subway and says,
Aren't you Meryl Streep?
Donahue often turning the microphone over to his live audience.
You were very successful in the entertainment area. What led you to enter the field of politics?
I'm still asking myself that.
Millions watching him every day. He once told 60 Minutes he was aware of the attention and of the responsibility.
I get a lot of attention. The money's good. There are people who think I'm smart. That would surprise the nuns who taught me a long time ago. And so with all this attention coming to me, it'd be pretty foolish for me to take this for granted. It does not follow that I whistle to work every day. Nobody does.
Phil Donahue died over the weekend at his home in Manhattan. He was 88. Tonight, Oprah Winfrey saying there wouldn't have been an Oprah show without Phil Donahue. He was a pioneer.
Would you kindly welcome Marlo Thomas?
And his wife, actress Marlo Thomas, who it turns out was a guest on his show before they were married in 1980, saying, as a man who spent his career loving his audiences, I know he would be very touched by the heartwarming thoughts and memories you've been sharing. I hope that you will continue to hold close those you cherish most, just as I was blessed to do with my beloved Philip.
I'm very, very proud of the work. We kicked very big tires. We fought City Hall. Along the way, we entertained now and then, too.
He was a legend with a big heart. We'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC from the convention. Good night.